In the peaceful village of Maplewood, nestled in the European countryside during the 1980s, lived a boy named Charlie. Charlie was 13 years old and had a keen eye for detail. He loved exploring the woods near his home and dreamed of becoming a detective one day. Woods were known as the Whispering Woods because, on quiet nights, it seemed as if the trees whispered secrets to each other. One sunny afternoon, Charlie decided to take a walk in the Whispering Woods. He packed his backpack with a notebook, a magnifying glass, and a sandwich. As he walked along the familiar path, he noticed something unusual. A trail of shiny stones led off the main path and deeper into the woods. Curious, Charlie decided to follow the trail. The stones sparkled in the sunlight, leading Charlie to a small, hidden clearing. In the center of the clearing was an old, wooden chest. The chest was covered in moss and looked like it had been there for many years. Charlie's heart raced with excitement. He loved finding hidden treasures and solving mysteries. He approached the chest cautiously and tried to open it. The lid was heavy and creaked as he lifted it. Inside, he found an assortment of strange objects, a rusted key, a torn map, and an old diary. Charlie carefully picked up the diary and opened it. The pages were yellowed with age, and the handwriting was faded but still legible. The diary belonged to a man named Henry Whitaker, who had lived in Maplewood many years ago. Henry was an explorer who loved discovering new places. In his diary, Henry wrote about a hidden treasure buried somewhere in the Whispering Woods. He had left clues scattered throughout the village and the woods, leading to the treasure's location. Charlie was thrilled. He had always wanted to go on a real treasure hunt. He took the diary, the key, and the map and headed back to the village. He decided to start his search at the village library, where he could find more information about Henry Whitaker and his adventures. At the library, Charlie found an old newspaper article about Henry Whitaker. The article mentioned that Henry had disappeared mysteriously one day and was never seen again. The villagers had searched for him but found no trace. Charlie felt a chill run down his spine. He was determined to solve the mystery of Henry's disappearance and find the hidden treasure. Charlie studied the map carefully. It showed various landmarks in the village and the woods. The first clue was at the village fountain, a beautiful stone structure in the center of the village square. Charlie hurried to the fountain and looked around. He noticed a small engraving on one of the stones. It was a series of numbers, 23, 7, 15. Charlie wrote the numbers in his notebook and pondered their meaning. He realized they might correspond to letters of the alphabet. He quickly did the math. 23 was W, 7 was G, and 15 was O. The letters spelled WGO. Charlie thought hard about what it could mean and decided to check the diary again. In the diary, Henry had mentioned a Willow Grove oak, an old oak tree in the woods that was his favorite place to think and write. Charlie knew the tree well. It was enormous and had a hollow trunk where kids often played hide-and-seek. Charlie made his way to Willow Grove Oak, hoping to find the next clue. At the tree, Charlie looked inside the hollow trunk. He found a small, metal box wedged into the side. He carefully pulled it out and opened it with the rusty key he had found in the chest. Inside the box was another piece of the map and a note that read, "You're on the right track. Keep going. The next clue is where the waters meet. Charlie knew exactly where that was. There was a spot in the woods where two small streams converged. It was a beautiful, serene place where he often went fishing with his friends. He hurried to the spot, feeling more excited with each step. When he reached the streams, he looked around for anything unusual. He saw a flat stone with an inscription on it. The inscription read, "Dig beneath the stone of truth to find the final clue." Charlie moved the stone and started digging with a small trowel he always carried in his backpack. After a few minutes, he uncovered a small, leather pouch. Inside the pouch was a gold locket and a final note. The note read, "Dear finder, if you have followed my clues, you are now the keeper of my most cherished treasure. This locket belongs to my beloved wife, Emily. When I disappeared, I did not leave by choice. I was taken by illness and passed away in these woods. My spirit remained to watch over my treasure until someone worthy found it. Take care of the locket and remember the love that it represents. Thank you for finding me and bringing closure to my story. Sincerely, Henry Whitaker." Charlie's eyes filled with tears. He had solved the mystery and found the hidden treasure, but more importantly, he had discovered the touching story of Henry Whitaker and his love for his wife. Charlie carefully placed the locket around his neck and promised to honor Henry's memory. He returned to the village and shared his adventure with his friends and the villagers. They were amazed by Charlie's discovery and touched by the story of Henry and Emily. The villagers decided to hold a small ceremony in the Whispering Woods to honor Henry Whitaker. They put a beautiful stone marker near the Willow Grove oak, telling Henry's story for future generations to read. Charlie became the village hero, known for his detective skills and his kind heart. He continued to explore the woods and solve mysteries, always remembering the lessons he had learned from Henry Whitaker's diary. Years later, Charlie became a famous detective, known far and wide for his ability to solve even the most challenging cases. He kept Henry's locket with him always, a symbol of the love and adventure that had started his journey. And so, the Whispering Woods continued to whisper their secrets, watched over by the spirit of Henry Whitaker and the young detective who had uncovered the greatest mystery of all.